What's up, Taurus Squad? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive TeaCup. My name is Annie. Happy to have you all out there with me today for your November monthly tarot reading. These are energies and messages that you can take advantage of in November or around November. The timeline of manifestation is completely up to you, but if the message comes through in your reading, take it and run with it. As always, guys, these are going to be general messages here on YouTube, so not every single thing I say will resonate with each of you out there. Pieces and parts of it very likely will. I hope lots and lots of it does. I am aiming to give you messages today that motivate you, inspire you, empower you, confirm something you're thinking or feeling. So if you're watching these messages and not feeling that way, it's probably not your message this time around, and that will happen, okay? But yeah, I always advise you to come into these readings with an open heart and an open mind, but anything that feels strange or foreign, push that aside, okay? That's my general disclaimer. You guys know the drill. So welcome back to the returning subscribers. I appreciate you guys, and welcome to the newbies. Happy to have you. Just for getting kind of my messages out there, word of mouth is huge for me. So if you like these messages, if you like my channel, please pass it along to friends. Let them know. That would certainly help me. And you're getting free readings, right? So if you could, pass it along, good karma, right? Good karma. Anyway, guys, everything else about this reading will be down in the description box below for you. The decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media links. I'm the Intuitive TeaCup on Facebook, Instagram.com. If you want to book a personal, that's all down below. Other than that, we're going to hop in. I keep wanting to call you Libra, and I don't know why. Maybe because you guys are merging with that Venus energy of Libra. But yeah, anyway, Taurus. Let's set intentions to get Taurus some messages. Majority of these readings are messages, rather, will be about career, money, and finances. I will timestamp down below where the love messages start. At the very end, I'm going to throw you some messages about love, romance, things of that sort, okay? So feel free to check that out if you want to hop right to love. Other than that, we're going to hop in for money, career, finances, jobs, payouts, loans, anything regarding the subject of money or career that wants to come through for Taurus. All right, great. You have a lot of cards coming out. All right, let's start there and see where we go. So Knight of Swords. What are you chasing? An opportunity to travel. That little moped, motorbike, motorcycle, whatever you call it. In fact, some of you might be purchasing a vehicle or a car in the upcoming months. Yeah, in fact, there may be delays in transportation, or you may have rust issues with some sort of vehicle. You're vehicle repairs are up and coming. So put some money aside for that, especially if you're already anticipating that or expecting it. If you have a vehicle that's sort of on the fritz, I am getting a message of it's going to be a mad dash to get it fixed in time to, I don't know. Anyway, some of you may be planning a trip, and there may be delays in travel, again, because of something not working right, or something about the gears are getting stuck up on something. That could be on anything. That could be like a machine you use, like your lawnmower. There's something about a gear, it's buzzing or whirling and humming, and you know something's not right. So get that checked out. Anyway, you never know what you're going to get in these messages. All right, moving on. Yeah, there's opportunities for travel. Catching the last flight, catching the last train. Okay, so this is really beautiful, guys. So this is saying to me, Ace of Cups, especially the way it's depicted, the universe bestows a gift upon you guys very unexpectedly. And there's something about when you get news of this, I don't know if it's come for the interview or bring us your resume or whatever it is, you have to snap into action very quickly. So word to the wise, if you're at all looking for new jobs, have your resume printed and ready to go, or that PDF file or whatever it is for you guys, your portfolio, your demonstrations of your work. There's an opportunity in Ace of Cups where, again, it provokes a swell of joy, of anticipation, of happiness. It's something that's going to make you happy and possibly fill your bank account too. If money is a currency, any cup card in tarot could be indicative of money flow and opportunities coming to you. The thing is, you're going to have to chase this opportunity. You're going to have to, I'm so sorry, I'm coughing so much. There's a metaphor of you're going to have to jump to get it. It's going to take a few, jump through the hoop, take a few leaps to get it. But it's saying if you can at all prepare yourself in advance and have all your ducks in a row, it will make this transition much more swift and easy. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily think you're going to miss out on this opportunity, but there's something about when it arrives to you, there's a very finite timeline of, well, listen, we have one position left in the company and we're filling it by Tuesday, so can you come Monday? It's that type of yes, yes, like, let me, where's my suit? Where's my briefcase? Or whatever it is for you guys, right? And it doesn't have to be like, corporate, professional, whatever. I'm just giving you examples of have everything ready to go. So if you get the call, and for some of you, it does involve long-term travel too, which I'm not sure why unexpectedly you would have to go travel to another state, but the thing is, with Ace of Cups, it's actually a very good thing. So it's nothing to fear. It's not like a crisis, but I am sort of sensing, because this is Gemini energy, there's kind of like that nervous energy of your mind is spinning and 1,000 thoughts are running through your head. So, even if it's like long-term trip or travel that unexpectedly falls upon you, it's like you forget your underwear or you forget your toothbrush or something like that. So just plan for the unexpected. For anybody who's pregnant, because, the Empress card, this could be like your water breaking and not anticipating it happening then and there. So it's like you don't have your stuff. Have that emergency bag in your trunk. In fact, I'm telling anybody, keep us like some spare clothing in the back of your trunk, because there may be some sort of thing where you have to spend a night elsewhere, but you still need to look really good and polished. So expect the unexpected, opportunities for travel, but again, positive ones. This is not something to fear. But yeah, this could be an opportunity where it finally allows you the freedom to walk away from a job that has not been satisfying to you for a long time. You may get the opportunity to work with children or something that would it require a lot more creativity, but with that, you would be far more passionate about it. It would bring you opportunities of joy. Money would be better, and especially for anybody who considers themselves like a light worker or a spiritualist, some career that involves that in some sense. It's like you're walking towards the light and you're leaving behind something where the fire was dimming, right? What's left in that little cup, right? It was fabulous at one point in time, or it provided us the warmth, the like necessities we needed to live a life and get by. It paid our bills, if this is representing a job. But now it's like it's on to the next chapter, and there's a dawning of a new day. The clouds are breaking and the sun is coming through. There's a parting of the clouds and a new opportunity comes through. But you got to be ready. There's something about you have to be. I keep hearing like anticipation and like ready to go. I'm sort of seeing like, again, tarot speaks in metaphor. This obviously isn't literal for hardly any of you, but the idea when you're about to run a race and you kind of like, you're finding your footing and you're steadying and you're waiting for that whistle to blow or for, the gun to shoot in the air so that you can take charge, right? That's what I'm getting, even with the Seven of Swords, which I know can have different connotations. In this, it's something about you're ready. You're sitting and it's more than sitting and waiting. There's anticipation. I feel like I'm not doing the message justice because it's not coming out in a more eloquent way, but it's like there's the waiting period where it's like, are we ready? Are we like, just say the word and I'm going to bolt, and then you bolt. That's what the Knight of Swords is. So, and this probably happens towards the end of Scorpio season, or if it's saying, no matter what the timeline is of this is a Scorpio card. This is saying major transformation is happening in your career, especially with the Tower coming in. Again, I'm being called to say this is not a bad Tower. And, typically the Tower can be like the holy shit moment of our lives where things come toppling or crumbling down so that we can rebuild something properly, especially if we were stuck in a situation that wasn't healthy, it wasn't promoting our spiritual growth. In a sense, that may be the case with Eight of Cups. I think you guys are being asked to walk away from something just because it's not satisfying you anymore. It's like there's more out there for you. There's more to be discovered. So I think that this is the universe saying it's not time to settle. It's like when that opportunity comes, be prepared to bolt for it because it's meant to be yours. As I know it can be sort of fearful, like, well, will I miss it? Why is there this timeline? Like, why all of a sudden? It's just the way it comes into your life. It comes in very quickly and very suddenly, but it's a positive thing. You're going to be very excited to go after it, but it may come at an inconvenient time. I'll put it that way. So, maybe it's, you gotta fake a sick day at work to go on this other job interview. But if that's the case, I think it would be worth it, right? Even this Tower, what I was trying to say is, I don't think this is bad. I think this Tower says, yes, it is unexpected. Struck by lightning. We just had the full moon that was a blue moon, right? Once in a blue moon. It's very rare. It's very unusual. It's lots of unusual or unexpected things happen. This is a blessing because it transforms your life, Scorpio, right? That's what Scorpio season is about. It's the death of one thing and the regeneration of another. Scorpio by nature is very transformative. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Something occurs in your life, and I just keep wanting to say, out of the clear blue, you get a call, come interview for this, or something you submitted maybe weeks ago or months ago that you never heard back from. All of a sudden they're like, hey, we need you tomorrow. And you're like, okay, let me, like, be ready. Keep a suitcase packed at the door. That's sort of what I'm getting. And even, I know that may sound silly to some of you because you don't know what this is, and that's okay. Even just the effort of packing a bag and keeping it at the door, or printing off the stacks of your resume and just keeping them there, it shows the universe that you're ready for this change. So it's like by simple acts, you're sending messages to the universe like, I'm ready. Like, throw it at me, universe, because I'm here. If you throw the ball, I'm going to catch it. It's sending signs to the universe that you're willing to accept new abundance and blessings. And this seems hugely transformative. This may or may not involve another Scorpio in your life, or possibly an Aries. That tower is all about like Mars energy, which can sometimes be cards of aggression and force. Sometimes it's wrath or anger. More than anything, though, it's endurance. It's like, again, like the firing of a gun and then the bolt of those racers or those joggers, those runners. That's what this feels like boom, like, and we're off. That's sort of how I would say it. All right. Yeah, it may involve a Leo, or really this is going to transform. This is going to transform part of your life. For some of you, it does involve children or working with animals. And for others of you, there's a contrast of if you were in a more, I'm sort of being told to say masculine versus feminine, which every single human being out there has both masculine and feminine energy. There's a duality to us. There's dark, there's light, there's masculine, there's feminine. This job switches gears. So if you're in a role that you would consider more, I'm going to say feminine. I know that's a weird way of doing it, but maybe traditionally feminine, like secretary, nurse, teacher. Not to say there aren't males who do that. Of course there are. More traditionally feminine type, nurturing, motherly type role, it would transition into you got to harness your masculine role, because in order to succeed in this, you have to be far more driven. You have to be far more not so, I guess, ambitious, but I hope that makes sense. So it's going to be one or the other. There's a flip of the coin. Again, phoenix from the ashes, something dies out and something is reborn, and it's channeling the opposite side of your energy that maybe has been in waiting or has been dormant inside of you. There's just a really cool flip to this. I'm really into this message. And yeah, just for confirmation, it's beautiful. You're going to enjoy it a whole lot. This is a fresh new start. This is a fresh new beginning. Some of you may be leaving a relationship that you just feel like it's long overdue. And I'm not even sure it's because it's being replaced with another. It just feels like one day you hear the calling. There's this moment of, and I'm out. And there's no second thoughts. It's impulsive, but in a good way. That Mars energy, that Aries energy is saying, yes, act on that impulse because it is correct. You're clearly walking away from something. Knight of Swords in this specifically, and Eight of Cups. To the Fool energy and the Ace of Cups, you're moving towards something that is so much more fun. It's liberating. It's creative. It's more spiritual. It feels like you found your place in the world, and it feels just right. It feels like you're going home. And that may be a message for some of you. You may literally be returning to your hometown, or something that feels more sentimental or nostalgic. You're returning to what is your home. You may be returning to a career that you haven't worked with in a long time, or some set of skills or a hobby you used to do, and all of a sudden an opportunity, maybe you've been a struggling artist for years and you had to take like a 9-to-5 job, and all of a sudden somebody sees your artwork and they're like, I want to hire that guy. And you're like, okay, let me completely transition gears from being, the 9-to-5 office secretary to, the experimental pottery artist. You know what I mean? There's a very, there's a clash or a very specific transition from A to B. And I'm sort of getting their polar opposites. I was saying dark to light, masculine to feminine. Something about that. And everything up until this point has served you. It's not that you've ever been on the wrong path, but this feels like divine timing sets in. Only I'm hearing like it's a ticking time bomb. Like it's about to go off. And the thing is, I think you guys already sense it or anticipate it a little bit. Anyway, this is all bottom of the deck messages. Let's get into your actual reading. Of everything we just talked about, just give me one, I'm almost saying like give me one hint, one clue for my Tauruses watching this. What could this possibly entail, or what's another message revolving that? Yeah, distant horizons, travel. Yeah, long distance travel, and it's like somewhere where you've hunkered down, you've anchored down, and you've sort of settled in. The way an anchor kind of settles into the sand and it digs itself in a little bit deeper, and it becomes more, almost like a part of the earth the longer it's there. Digging this up is going to be quite shocking, but you have no time to think about it or fear it or worry about it. It's just like, we're up. Pull the anchor up. Like it's very quick. Distant horizons, travel is absolutely there for some of you. It may involve performing some sort of service. I'm sort of getting Virgo energy with the 9. I'm thinking of like Venus and Virgo. So it could be an opportunity that has a big price tag to it, like a big ticket item. You could sell a piece of artwork or anything involving the travel industry. You may end up working as like, I don't know if it's a travel agent or again, something about cars and transportation. I don't know, but there's a lot there. And this card has come up in every reading. In fact, I'm not even going to take it. Some of you, there may be a court case, but I'm so sick of reading that card. Sorry, Taurus, I'm doing it. I'm the reader. I get to choose the rules. If it comes out again, we'll take it, but I'm so sick of looking at that card. I think it's come up in every single reading. So be prepared for jury duty or court settlements. How is the court settlement going to favor? We don't know yet. The court settlement isn't decided yet. Oh, shot out. Expect the unexpected. This card has come out a lot too. Just when you're resting on your laurels, just when you think life got real boring and there's nothing out there, just when you get comfortable, the universe throws you a tower. It's unexpected, but it's actually beautiful. It's not something to fear. And then this came up. Ooh, Taurus. Let's take that, shall we? Did y'all stick around for your money reading? You got great fortune. That's awesome. All right, so let's look at this. There's someone, again, very far from you or at a distance who's wanting to bring you on board to their team. It seems like they've been through rounds of candidates or rounds of interviews and they haven't found the right match yet. And so I feel like this person already knows you. This might be a person from your past. It could specifically be a female water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a male air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. One of these people, in fact, it might be 2 people for that matter, they want to recruit you because they know that you have the talent and the abilities. Or even if you haven't necessarily brought this project to fruition yet, like they may not have seen the final product, but they have a pulse on the idea that you are full of potential, that you have something to offer that they need. This actually feels a little bit culty. Like, come join us. I wish I didn't have a frog in my throat. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Taurus. This guy's got his eye on you, and this girl is like hoping that you join the team, and then this represents you. This is what you have to offer the company, and it's a little seedling, right? But there's huge room for this to grow into something huge. I heard an enterprise. So this could potentially be a collaborative team of 3 people, but it doesn't have to be. This could be, I am wanting to say another male wanting you to join their spiritual community or hold some very kind of like, I know this sounds odd, but almost like a mystical position, whatever that even means, at this company. There's such a spiritual nature to the Queen of Cups, which I do absolutely associate with Taurus. Because you have kind of like, whether you're male or female, that kind of loving, motherly type energy. They know that this seed would, in metaphor, be like your baby. Like you would nurture it and take care of it and see that it grows properly. Because you are steady, you are reliable, and that's what this person needs on their team. This just feels like someone reaching out to you. Tell me more. Tell me more. Again, working with animals. Something about the sound, too. I don't know if it could be that you're a musician or some type of like sound therapy or working with people who have hearing issues. Yeah, I'm getting sort of like sonar and maps on like a graph, but it's almost like a line graph and it's measuring sound. So I don't know, maybe you're a sound recordist or working on a film and doing something with sound editing. Yeah, I'm actually seeing a lot of that. So I don't know what that is, but it could be, yeah. What is that? One of my friends is getting into like, it's almost like hypnotherapy by the sound of someone's voice or something, but it's meant for healing and rejuvenation. So I don't know what that is, but especially if you have strong Gemini in your chart, that would be a very good idea for you to work with. So anyway, I know some of these messages are very specific. Yeah, there's money attached to this. These people are very powerful. And it's not really something where it's icky, like they're going to pay you off or you're going to feel manipulated, like they're pulling the strings because they control your paycheck. In fact, I think this is symbolic of, I do feel like there's either 2 of you or 3 of you here. It's not to say there aren't other people who work with the company, but these 3 are like a tribe or a pack, or they do something very important together. And I do think this person is in a ranking position of power where they can pass that on to you. By association, you become part of the clan, part of the tribe, part of the coven, and you get to enjoy some of these luxuries. Taurus, you wouldn't appreciate that, would you? Luxuries? Just by association, by default, this company may have incredible benefits or something like that. It could also have to do with clothing. Again, like I'm getting very specifics, like spiritual clothing or athletic clothing. There might be a clothing line or costume design or something of the sort. I definitely see you doing like something involving like yoga or exercising the body. It could be exercising the mind too, some sort of healing therapy. And it might be very innovative. It might be very like kind of untraditional healing medicine, almost like a shaman type energy. Taurus. I don't know what this is, but there's a good paycheck attached to it. And not only that, it seems like you would be doing good for the earth, doing good for humanity. You might be working with water systems and cleansing or filtering out like toxic water. You may be providing like clean water to I don't know, to groups of people who are in need of that, if any of that makes sense. And you may be helping children. You may be working with young mothers or dolls, something about clothing or very, very kind of frilly, feminine, girly type. I don't know if it's wardrobe or it could even be bedding or, again, luxuriating like the house, making it look pretty, bringing like that Venus energy. Costume design, it could even be marketing. It's making something look very beautiful, very festive. Some of you are going to have reasons to wear a very fancy costume or a very fancy dress or the equivalent of that if you are male. There's some reason why you would need to dress up, and it may be a party to celebrate a promotion. Or you may be attending a wedding, especially of your sibling. I'm almost getting like your baby sister or your little sibling. You may be attending their wedding and you're dressing all up for it, male or female. There might be news of a baby or news of a new child. There may be an adoption in somewhere in the network of your life. You may marry into a partnership where there's already a young child, specifically a young female. And it's like, especially for my female Tauruses out there, you were like made to fulfill the role of the mother or the stepmother. Or there's a beautiful bond between these two, but I'm almost getting this is... This may or may not be like a natural childbirth, like it may be someone else's child that you foster or you take on. Again, it doesn't have to be female for all my male Tauruses out there watching, but there's a beautiful connection with a child that is not your child by blood, but possibly by marriage. That's a very cool message. And there's something kind of special about this bond. You guys may even have like a psychic intuition that you share with one another. You feel what the other is feeling. There's a very strong bond here. It's really beautiful. I see a lot of you guys scrapbooking and preserving memories or going through old photos and scrapbooks of your own. So that might be where you see yourself wearing a fancy costume. If it's not for like an upcoming party, which I mean, given the world circumstances right now, I'm not sure who's attending fancy parties. But anyway, you may look back and see old pictures in a photo album or a scrapbook, and maybe it's a Halloween costume, but I don't know, there's some like regal looking outfit that you wore. And I'm not sure why, but I think that has to do with your career or something that's meant to inspire you in this next chapter of your life. All right, I'm going to move away from that message. Let's get new messages for career and finances. Travel. Some of you need to take flight. You can picture yourself traveling. Some of you may want to be a pilot or do something in the sky. I don't know if it has to do with like space exploration or space travel, or some of you are just like intuitive kind of psychics doing something in kind of like the cosmos, the solar system, something like that. I keep hearing you want to fly, you want to take flight. So maybe you're just really eager to go on vacation and hop in a plane and get away from your troubles for a bit. Or some of you may need to take flight in order to go on a job interview it feels like you're stagnant. You're feeling a little bit lost or lonely or just bored. And it's kind of saying to me, you need to mix it up. You need to shake it up. There's already something that you're holding space for in your heart, but something's been holding you back. It's like you want to go after it and yet you always talk yourself out of it. I think it's time to go after it. I think it's time to make that idea real, to realize it. To bring it into the 3D, not to just dream about it. Because it would make you very happy, and it might be an outlet where you meet people who could help you in your career. Some of you are too shy. You need to be a little bit more bold and aggressive in going after what it is that you want. Even if you lack the confidence, there's kind of a message here of like, fake it till you make it. I see you surrounded by water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Some of you, there's going to be a proposal of anything really. It could be business partnership or love, specifically from a Pisces, but it could also be a Cancer or a Scorpio. Again, someone who lives at a distance. So some of you, I'm not trying to read for love, but ultimately I kind of have to right here because that's the message. You may have settled in a partnership where you're truly unhappy. But yeah, there's messages coming from someone who's far away. It could even be in a foreign country, and they reach out to you and you start to have this moment of maybe I should travel to see them. It might also be a Libra. This person has tattoos. I think you're going to go see them because it's a match. It's a match made in heaven. So you can view that from a lens of a business partnership. There could be a really tight collaboration between you and a best friend. But even if that's the case, I would say that in the past, there was a romantic connection between you, or in the future, there might be that as well. I think you guys are due. Like it's almost inevitable. It's only a matter of time before you start working with this person and collaborating with them. And to be fair, maybe you're apprehensive because you know that you already hold feelings for them, and maybe you're trying not to mix business and pleasure. Again, that's your prerogative. I'm a tarot reader who believes in free will, but I see you doing it anyway. It's a very strong collaboration, and it's very spiritual. It's very mystical. I don't know if you're making candles or you're doing crystal healing. There's something very like cosmos, moonchild type. It's very spiritual. Some of you make very spiritual music. I'm getting like there's no traditional lyrics or voice to it, but it may be more like chanting, but it's very music based, it's very instrument based. But yeah, it's almost like I heard moaning, but like chanting or making kind of unusual vocal, again, something about the sound of it. Garage band, I just heard. Experimental music, that's what I'm going to say. And also jewelry, very colorful things that promote unity, or you may participate in some sort of club or activity that promotes equality among all sexes, as well as like same-sex marriages, something about the rainbow and like the inclusion of like LGBTQ, all that kind of stuff. You may work in some sort of spiritual group where that is at the crux of what they do. In fact, this could absolutely be same-sex partnership, this person you come to work with. Yeah, in fact, some of you may be coming out of the closet, or if it doesn't have to do with your sexuality, there may be some sort of revealing of a truth that you've kept hidden for a long time. And that in itself is like a metaphor of you're meant to fly. You're meant to come out with something that's always been within you, but you've been taming it, or you've been hiding it, or you've been just holding on it because it never felt the right time to present it. It could even be a piece of art, right? It could be like, your little baby that you've been working on in the background. It's like, it's finally time to launch my website, or show my product to the world, or again, a piece of music and something with audio. I just keep hearing things like audio and tone and sound and vibration, something about that. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't mean to make this a love reading in your career and finances, but this message, they're one and the same. There is romantic partnership with someone you are in love with, and vice versa. It seems to be mutual. It's not this like you pine for them, but they don't know you exist. There's a mutual, like, these are amazing cards. So if you're not collaborating with your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, you probably should start doing that, even if it's just a side hustle. Maybe you guys are doing something in the kitchen that, you have your own recipe for something and you're going to market it and sell it, and it's going to be huge. It'll be at every grocery store ever, right? Yeah, you guys are collaborating and mixing ingredients. That's kind of a good metaphor for this. All right, I'm just going to ask about money one more time, and then we're going to switch officially to love and romance, but that was already part of it. So, all right, tell me about money for Taurus. Are there any obstacles in money? What do they need to look out for obstacles? Your wedding is going to cost a lot, or some sort of, again, fancy party or celebration, a milestone regarding a relationship in your life. It could be your daughter's sweet 16. It could be your husband's work anniversary, or his, retirement party, whatever it is. There's a big milestone. There's a big event that you're having to save a lot of money for. And so be prepared for that. Save for it. Or again, a really beautiful opportunity, but to get there, especially in your job, it's like a milestone in, like, dare I say, your dream job, or something that it's fated. It feels amazing. It feels awesome. It may cost you something to get there. So save your money, put some money aside for it. Yeah, because there's a big ticket item and you may not have enough in the bank to cover it right now. It's not saying you won't get it, but it's saying you need to really, button up your spending. Be very, very practical with where your money is going to, because there's something incredible coming in, but it's like, I don't know what this is. It's positive, but it's like you have to buy a plane ticket to get there, or buy a fancy dress to go to the interview, or whatever it is. Something requires you to spend money that you're struggling, but it will be worth it in the end. This could even be saving for, going back to school, like college types. I heard college debt. If you're in college debt, it's time to start making a practical plan of how you're going to pay it off. Because you need to have extra money hanging out and around. That's been a theme too. We started the reading saying something about car repairs, and I never do fear-based readings. I'm not trying to be a buzzkill, but it's saying there are things coming up in your life that will require money. So I know that's intimidating, but maybe that's saying all the more reason to start spending time on that side hustle. So an extra $50 here and there, that will add to the pot, and it will start to collect. It will start to add up. So I don't know, sell your drawings, sell your pottery, sell your, I don't know. I just heard something inappropriate. Sell your soul. No, I don't know. Sell what you got. Make something crafty or creative and sell it to the neighbors, right? Anyway, moving on. Judgment. Let's talk about love. Who from the past is coming back? I heard Aquarius. So there might be an Aquarius reaching out to you. Yep, or a Libra, or an air sign in general, particularly a female air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. They're wanting to communicate with you because they feel stuck, they feel lost without you. Obviously, it seems like you guys already broke up, someone severed this relationship off, but this person is in their head about you. They can't stop thinking about you, and it's kind of sad because it's like everything in their life has stopped and they feel stuck in every part of their life and they can't move forward. And I mean, I'm not saying you should feel bad about it, but it's like this person is thinking that you're the solution to their problems, which I don't know how I feel about that, but that's how they're feeling. So yeah, they're coming in to communicate with you. They want to move forward with you. I think this person has taken some time to mature, but they've realized that like they were better off with you. You were a blessing in their life, and I think maybe they took you for granted. So yeah, this person is going to open up to you that they want to work with you. I'm not really getting much for zodiac signs. No major arcana. Other than maybe an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a lot of air here. So this could go either way. There aren't any bad cards here, but I definitely sense that something transpired in the past that was disappointing or heartbreaking, or yeah, both of you are feeling some type of way about something, and it almost feels like the elephant in the room if you guys never really talked about what happened. I think someone's coming in to talk to you about it. Where are we at? Religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Meh. Take that with a grain of salt. That's not at all what I'm feeling here. But, you know, for some, sure. Maybe you guys broke up because you had different spiritual beliefs, right? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Yes, 100% this. And then keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So that to me keeps this open. You may be surprised that this person is wanting to come back in your life. You know, again, free will. You may choose to give this person another chance. Or you may have come to realize, given the time and space and distance from this person, what you once glamorized about them or put them up on a pedestal for, you may actually realize, oh, it's actually not what I wanted. Like some of you, I gotta say, some of you are better off without this person, and you already know that. You're not surprised. So anyway, new messages. Let's switch decks. Tell me about Taurus's love life. For my Taurus gang. Taurus. Oh, yours keep falling. What's the deal with that? What a hassle. All right, let me go get that one. What is it? Ooh, it's the Eight of Wands. No wonder. It's going far. It's traveling. Again, distant travel, faraway travel. Some of you guys just might be going on a vacation. The thing is, I keep getting it's unexpected, though. So a lot of you are watching this going, I'm not traveling. Like, I'm not leaving the country. Yes, you are. Eventually you are, especially with your Aries. All right. Ooh, who's the one who wears glasses? There's a very hipster vibe to this person. It's like they purposely dress kind of nerdy, but it's very tongue-in-cheek. Like they dress in an absurd way and they absolutely know it. I know so many Tauruses that do that. Like, you don't even know. It's such a Taurus thing. It's like the material and like the dressing up and the glamour of it. It's luxuriating oneself, right? Tauruses, they love it. They're wacky. They're fun. I love my Tauruses. All right, this person is single and ready to mingle. So what's interesting is this person has a lot of suitors, but they want you. You're the one that they choose. And you may not even know that. You may have, it's not that you don't know who this person is or you haven't realized them. It's almost like when they enter the room, everybody notices. It's that vibe. It might also be a Scorpio. But there's something about you never considered a romantic prospect because it's like, oh, there's like a line out the door of people who are flirting with them. And it's not to say that you don't think you're good enough. It's just you kind of understand like they have their hands full, like they're not going to bother with me. And so vice versa. You're like, if they don't have time to honor me, like, bitch, please. Like, it's that kind of like, I'm not going to bother. But I actually think of, I'm exaggerating, but of the 8 people who want to date them, they're looking at you. They think that you're very cool and very powerful. And I think, here's the thing, I think this person likes that you're not like down on your knees worshiping them because that's what this person is used to. So I think it's possible that in the past this person had a very big ego because people were fueling that ego and I don't know why it's being presented to me, but a lot of people think this person is just so beautiful and untouchable and this and that. I think they like that you don't kiss their ass. You play a little bit hard to get. And I guess, I don't necessarily agree with this, but it's not my thing. It's like they like the thrill of the chase. They like the fact that you're not just going to bow down and give them everything they want. Like, they have to work for it with you, and I kind of like that vibe about you, Taurus. You guys are probably going to get married. Or you guys are in some social group together, specifically a prayer group or a meditation group or a musical group. There's something, it's like spiritual, even if that's not the reason you guys get together. There's a group of people who have very similar ideas or a spiritual bond. It could just be like best friends from childhood. But you know this person probably through a friend of a friend, and you've definitely been in the same social circles or you've been at the same party or event with them. So yeah, this person definitely sees you. And again, I think you know who this is, but you probably don't know that they're interested in you. But I see them coming forward. And there is like a soulmate type energy here, but it feels like it's new romantically. So I think you're going to see that starting to develop in November into December. This person has funny glasses, and it could be sunglasses, but yeah, there's something about the eyes, or they have particularly stunning or magnificent eyes. And the thing is, the whole point of this is that they see you. They're looking at you, Taurus. It could be I was going to say, this has fire sign written all over it, the way it's like, people are just like, oh, swoon. Have you seen so-and-so? Like, probably a Leo. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Again, Scorpio is here for me. And that's someone else. Sagittarius, I said. Anyway, give me one more on this. So I think you're going to continue to play hard to get, and it makes this person a little bit perturbed. The thing is, I don't think you're purposely doing it. It's just like you don't believe that they're interested in you, and they are. They think you're very attractive. And so, okay, this is important too. This is also saying, as much as this person kind of peacocks and maybe they show off a little bit, underneath, they actually are very kind and very compassionate and warm. It's like, I think they've been surrounded by a lot of superficiality in their life, including all the people who kind of flock towards them. This person is looking for authenticity and the real deal, and they don't see that in a lot of people, but they see it in you, and that's why they like you. And they are sexually attracted to you, 100%. Again, you have multiple cards indicating fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, there would be beautiful reciprocity. Yeah, exactly. There's reciprocity between the earth and the fire sign here. Again, everybody wants what this person is serving. It's like, please, I want a piece of, the king or the queen, or, it's like, I want to be around them. They're so magnetic. They're so just amazing. They're choosing you. It could be another earth sign, but it's very likely a fire sign. So anyway, one last message of love, and we're going to wrap up for Taurus. Taurus, that was a pretty cool message, right? Damn. They want you, Taurus. Nine of Swords. Who are we anxious about? We're anxious about the High Priestess. Is that the Cancer or the Pisces? The Cancer or the Pisces left you. You're in hermit mode, or possibly the Virgo. If you don't have a Virgo in your life, you're about to. There's a Virgo that's going to shine their light on you. But yeah, you still have some wounds to heal, some personal things, because yeah, you felt stabbed in the back by someone who did you dirty. That could have been another Leo, a different Leo, or the mother or the father of your children. It seems like it's just one drama after another, especially, yeah, with the ex who's still in your life because you likely share mutual property or children or something. Yeah, there's a Virgo shining their light on you. They're probably a bit older, or they just have more life experience, and they're going to help to show you that you should love yourself more. That could even be a non-romantic relationship. There's a Virgo who's going to be a healer in your life. It could be a parental figure. It could be a therapist, a psychologist. There's a Virgo who wants you to see how amazing you are, and to not take on the negative thoughts that other people have said, or take on like negative false beliefs about yourself from like an ex or someone who just didn't treat you right. All right. I'll give you one more because that one was heavy. That one was too heavy. All right. Taurus. Hey, hit that like button if you've made it this far. Please do like. That helps me a whole lot. Helps this channel gain momentum. Thank you. All right, yeah, there's another Virgo or another earth sign. An earth sign is approaching Two of Cups, so that's a nice little pair. There's good compatibility, a nice yin to your yang. So this possibly involves a Pisces, or someone who's, again, very spiritual. It could also be a Gemini. Three of Wands. So someone who's been single for quite a long time, and they've been working on their own healing. They're finding themselves, finding their spiritual path. With a Leo by your side, especially if you have a best friend who is a Leo, that's just bits of confirmation. Your ships are coming in. Something is coming into you in the form of another earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Pisces, especially during a full moon. So we just had the full moon in Taurus. So, okay, if you made full moon manifestations during that moon, something about that, it's like your ships are coming in. There's confirmations of something you wrote down or something you wished for during that moon cycle. It's on its way, so don't lose hope. Yeah, be patient. Don't sink into the negative, despairing thoughts of I'm never good enough, it's never my turn, why me? The woe is me. I understand you're hurting and you're healing from something, but force yourself to see things from a positive perspective. Someone at your workplace might be interested in you, or it's saying, enjoy the time while you're single, throw yourself into your work, because this may be a gift of time that you may not get again for quite some time. Because yeah, I think you're going to be very socially active and busy in the coming months. So enjoy the rest, enjoy the lull, spend some time in your home, do some hobbies, or if you have a side hustle or a side career, start really putting energy into that. Because yeah, something is calling you in. Someone who's very creative, possibly a musician, or it could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag, or it could be someone who has a child who is a fire sign. This could also be a teacher or someone who works with students. In fact, you may be one of their students if this is like a music teacher or someone you could potentially take lessons from, especially music-wise. there's partnership coming in for you. Again, Leo really wants to be seen. So I have a feeling some of you are dealing with multiple Leos in your life. We saw that card several times. So, all right, Taurus, that's what I got for you. Please like, share, subscribe, do all those good things for me. I would appreciate it. And I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.